You know that feeling, right? You walk into a room, a cafe, a store, maybe a party, and the music just fits. It feels perfect. Sometimes it even seems to be guiding the move of the whole place. Well, I'm here to tell you that's almost never an accident. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how that's done. So let's get right to it. How does one person, with what looks like just a playlist, manage to control the vibe of an entire room full of people? It feels like some kind of magic, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a craft, and there's a real science to it. We're going to break down a DJ's secret weapon by looking at one of the most structured musical worlds out there. And to find it, we're heading into the world of Argentine tango. Seriously. The tool we're going to analyze is called a tanda. It's a concept that turns a simple sequence of songs into this incredibly powerful tool for shaping the energy of a dance hall, what they call a milonga. So what is a tanda exactly? Well, here's the key. It is absolutely not a random shuffle of tunes. Think of it more like a short, cohesive musical chapter. Every single song comes from the same orchestra, usually with the same singer, and from around the same time period. This creates this consistent, immersive little world that dancers can step into for about 10 minutes at a time. Okay, to see how this really works, we need to get our hands dirty. We're going to dissect a specific tanda from 1939. It's from the orchestra of Francisco Canaro with a vocalist named Ernesto Famá. Now, this particular set is known for being super lively and playful. See, every tanda has a job to do, and this one's job is to be a pick-me-up. A DJ would use this when the energy in the room starts to dip. It's basically a musical shot of espresso. But how does it actually deliver that kick? Well, the secret is all in the architecture. So, about that energy build. The first and most obvious tool in the toolbox is tempo, the speed of the music. And this tanda doesn't just start fast and stay there. No, it strategically accelerates, taking the dancers on this really carefully controlled ride. So check this out. It kicks off with the first two songs at a solid, steady 124 beats per minute. This gives the dancers a confident, reliable rhythm to lock into. It sets a foundation. Then, song 3 hits, and you feel it. There's a little nudge, a definite lift in energy. The tempo picks up to 128 BPM. It's not a huge jump, but it's enough to get your heart beating a little faster. And for the grand finale, the last song, it puts the pedal to the floor, hitting a climactic 134 BPM. It's a real crescendo that's designed to leave dancers feeling totally exhilarated as the set ends. I just love this description from the source material. It's like a train gathering speed. It's so perfect, right? Because it's not just about numbers on a screen. You can feel it in your body. That sense of momentum. You start steady, you feel the push, and you end at full throttle. It's a journey with a purpose. But hold on, because tempo is only half the picture. The emotional feeling of the music is just as deliberate. The second layer here is the genius use of musical keys to basically tell a story. And this is where it gets really clever. The tanda is built like an emotional sandwich. It starts and ends in a minor key. You know, the sound that's a bit more dramatic, maybe a little moody. But right in the middle, the songs flip to a major key, which feels way brighter, more hopeful. It's like a little burst of sunshine in the middle of all the drama. So what's the point of all this? It makes the whole experience dynamic. Instead of just 4 songs that kind of sound the same, this structure takes you on a mini journey with highs and lows. It's got complexity, it's got contrast, and that's what keeps people hooked from the very first note to the very last. Okay, so let's put it all together. We have this masterfully built structure, right? A deliberate build in speed and this really cool emotional arc. But the big question is, so what? Why does this actually work? How does this translate to the people out there on the dance floor? It all comes down to the dancer's experience. This particular orchestra, Canaro, was famous for a super sharp, clear rhythm that's just easy to follow. The energy build is predictable, so you can anticipate it, and the singer, Famá, he's emotional, but he never gets so wild that he covers up to beat. What you get is this crystal clear, reliable musical framework. And that is the secret ingredient. The structure isn't some abstract music theory exercise. It has a real, profound purpose.
That clarity is what gives dancers permission to trust the music. It frees them up to stop thinking so hard and just connect. Connect with the music, the story, and most importantly, with each other. So, the next time you're listening to a playlist, doesn't matter if it's a movie soundtrack, the music at the gym, or your own running mix, I want you to listen a little differently. Ask yourself, is there a structure here? Can I feel an energy build? Is there an emotional arc? You might just find that the music in your life is doing way more than just making noise. It's secretly telling you a story.